Well, now it goes to the House. And here to talk about the bill and what we can expect is Representative Tom Malinowski, a Democrat whose district includes parts of 6 New Jersey counties.
Congressman, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Craig.
Well, there are estimates the bill may cost about $750 billion. Does putting that much government spending into the economy really reduce the inflation we're experiencing?
Actually, it will reduce the deficit because for the very first time in many, many years, we're actually going to be making big corporations like Amazon and FedEx pay taxes. We're going to be saving the government a huge amount of money by finally allowing Medicare to negotiate down the price that seniors pay and that Medicare pays for prescription drugs. So we're spending money, but we're raising even more money. And in this way, the bill is going to tamp down inflation. It's been endorsed by conservative economists like Larry Summers. It's very different from the pandemic spending that we were passing a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, one of the key issues that didn't get in, however, is the increase in deduction limits for state and local taxes, the so-called SALT deduction. Now, you've been really outspoken in favor of raising that limit, and you also represent a pretty affluent district. So will you support the bill without that change?
I'm disappointed that we haven't been able to get that. I've managed to pass 2 bills in the House to restore the SALT deduction for all of my constituents. So I'm going to keep on fighting for that. But, this bill, the health insurance subsidies alone are going to save middle class voters in my district as much money or more as they would have saved by getting the SALT deduction back. So I'm going to embrace the cost savings, the cost of living reductions in this bill. And I'm going to keep on fighting for recognition that we ought to be able to deduct our state and local taxes again.
But keeping the state and local tax deduction cap at $10,000 actually hurts the middle class. Has your party handed the Republicans a major issue there?
Well, the Republicans are unanimously against giving us our SALT deduction back. Almost all the Democrats are for it. We don't have a big enough majority to be able to get that through, given all the rules in the U.S. Senate. But, if we do nothing, here's the interesting thing. The SALT deduction snaps back fully after 2025. So we may not have the majority right now to be able to give folks in New Jersey and New York the full deduction yet. But the Republicans also don't have the majority to extend that $10,000 cap beyond 2025. So something's got to give here. And I think we have a potential to do a deal even by the end of this year. That's what I'm going to be working for, to be able to get the relief that we need. And meanwhile, I'm going to take the lower prescription drug prices for seniors. I'm going to take the lower health insurance costs, the assistance that we're going to get in converting to clean energy, which so many of my constituents want to do, and that's going to become more affordable. I'm going to take the wins, and I'm going to fight for more.
Like you just mentioned, this will fight, the bill also fights climate change, greenhouse gases. How much more will our area benefit from that part?
You were just reporting about the heat wave and the fact that global warming is a daily reality in our lives. It's causing floods and fires and storms. The investments in this bill, fully paid for, will reduce pollution, greenhouse gas pollution by 40% over the next few years and enable America, not China, not any other country, to lead the world in this transition to clean energy. The amount of jobs we're going to create from that absolutely dwarf what have been created in the last 10 or 20 years in the fossil fuel industry in the United States. So this is going to be great for our economy as well.
Well, the bill caps yearly Medicare drug expenses for people, but one thing that didn't get in is the capping of the price of insulin, which we all know has soared. Since it didn't get in during this budget reconciliation, is the idea of a cap on insulin prices dead for now?
Absolutely not. And actually, it did get in for seniors on Medicare. So we are capping the price of insulin at $30 a month for seniors. We tried to get it for everybody. Only 7 Republicans in the U.S. Senate were willing to vote for that. So that's a fight that we are going to continue. Capping overall out-of-pocket expenses for seniors at $2,000 a year, that's going to be a game changer for a lot of folks who I represent. I talk to seniors every day. Even though they have Medicare, they're spending thousands of dollars a year out of pocket on these prescription drugs. So this is going to be huge.
Yeah, well, there's so much more we could speak about, but unfortunately, we've run out of time. New Jersey Democrat Congressman Tom Malinowski, thanks so much for all your time this morning.
Thank you so much.